So this morning, one of my favorite activations here at BlogHer is the pitch. We're in our fourth year presenting at BlogHer, and this year we did a special partnership with MSNBC, Your Business, and JJ Ramberg, their incredible host, where they brought 4 entrepreneurs to the She Knows Studios to pitch in front of JJ and our CEO, Sam Ski. And then we are bringing them here to share their incredible services, businesses, products with you and pitch to the audience. So you will all have a chance to vote for your favorite pitch. So you're gonna hashtag pitch and their first name. We'll have instructions up on the screen for you.
I am so happy to be here. Jen explained this earlier, but it was really cool that I got to do this thing with She Knows and Sam, who is one of my closest friends, and Jen, earlier this month, where we got to bring pitchers onto my show, and the prize was getting to be here in front of all of you guys and pitch their product. And it's awesome. So we got 4 people. They're all gonna pitch to our panel, and then as Jen said, you're gonna vote. Here's the prize. It's a big one. For the pitcher who wins, and you guys have a big say in this, don't forget, they're gonna get $50,000 in marketing and media from She Knows. Yeah, it's a huge deal. And I should have done this one first because I think the $50,000 is better. But the second thing is Sam and I are going to curate a group of mentors to go have a dinner with them and give them advice. And that's a thing that we did for Kath. And the reason we started doing this a few years ago is because we did it for me and my business. So I think it's important for all of you guys who are starting companies. The student becomes the teacher becomes the student, right? We get into things, we start businesses, we help each other, we start a business, then we need their help. And so I'm going to be very shameless throughout today in asking all of you guys to help each other and to help these people on stage throughout, because the $50,000, the mentorship is great, but what is equally as great is getting all of you guys to get the word out about these products. I'm gonna start by saying, go check out the shoes at Cat Perkins. They're awesome. Really awesome. Okay, let's bring out the judges. We've got a good combination of investors and founder CEOs who are going to ask some great questions. Anu Dougal is the founding partner of the Female Founders Fund, who invests in some of the fastest growing female companies. Anu, you can come on out. John Doherty is the creator of Organic Bath Company and also founder of the Well Summit. Rachel Drury, the founder and CEO of Daily Harvest, which brings superfoods right to your freezer. And then finally, Simone De La Rue, founder of Body by Simone and trainer to the stars. All right, here's how this is gonna work. I'm going to bring the pitchers up here one by one. They're gonna have a chance to pitch to you guys, and then I'll call 2 of you to get some feedback. Again, to vote on them, hashtag pitch, and then their first name. You'll have all day to vote. And stick around till the end because Jessica Alba is going to announce the winner. All right, number 1. We're gonna bring out Denise Woodward. I was thrilled to meet Denise because I have a food allergic daughter, and Denise has something that is a great solution for her.
Hi, I'm Denise Woodard, and this is my pitch. My daughter suffers from multiple life-threatening food allergies to common foods like corn, bananas, eggs, and tree nuts. But she's not alone. 2 kids in every classroom in America suffers from a life-threatening food allergy. I set out to find snack options that tasted good that I felt good about giving her, but walked away from store shelves feeling frustrated. All of the existing options were either full of sugar or tasted like cardboard, so I set out to create my own, and that's how Partake Foods was born. Our mission is to provide peace of mind to those with dietary restrictions and simple enjoyment to those without. Check out our website at www.partakefoods.com. Dance! Yay! Good morning. As a first-time mom, I had lots of worries. Is my baby sleeping enough? Why does she cry so much? The list was nonstop. But what wasn't on that list was corn. Yet it was one small bite of corn that sent my 1-year-old daughter to the emergency room with her body limp in my arms and her lips turning blue. It turns out that my 3-year-old daughter Vivian, like 2 kids in every classroom in America, suffers from life-threatening food allergies. When I learned this, I immediately jumped into supermom mode. I made all of her food from scratch, and I did everything humanly possible to keep my baby safe and healthy. But what kept me up at night was all the experiences that I wouldn't be able to control, like birthday parties and play dates, things that should be fun, but where I worried my child would be left out as that weird food allergy kid. And all I want for her and other children like her is to feel safe and included. I longed for a brand that made food that tasted good, was good for you, and could be enjoyed by those with or without dietary restrictions. But I couldn't find it. So I left my career at Coca-Cola and I launched Partake Foods. Our first products are 3 flavors of cookies that are free of the top 14 allergens, gluten-free, vegan, but most importantly, they're yummy and they're made with ingredients that you can actually understand. When we launched last August, I was literally selling cookies out of the back of my car. But I'm proud to share that since then, with just 1 full-time employee, me, you can find our products on the store shelves of Wegmans, Whole Foods, and over 100 other retailers. Thank you. And next week, we're announcing 2 exciting new flavors, but cookies are just the beginning for Partake Foods. Our story proves that a mom on a mission to make life a little easier and safer for her little ones is unstoppable. So join our mission to bring peace of mind to those with dietary restrictions and simple enjoyment to those without, so that everybody can partake. Thank you.
Yay! That was great. That reaction was so fun. You did it. It's over. It's done.
If I could survive
I'm
these 2
also going to
minutes.
say, my kids, I brought home a bunch of cookies. My kids who are not food allergic loved them just as much as my allergy daughter. So let's hear what the judges have to say, the panelists. A couple of questions. Rachel, I'm going to start with you. You're in the food world.
Yeah, sure. I also have a food allergic child, so I've got lots of questions. But I'm curious, what are your plans?
Oh, your microphone.
This is helpful. I'm just used to yelling. But what are your plans for distribution and for reaching your target audience? Because there's obviously a lot of food allergic children out there, but they might not necessarily find out about your brand through the grocery store. Because, you know, for me as a food allergic mom, I'm not usually looking in the grocery store because the solution's not generally there. So what are your plans for targeting those specific moms who are looking for something like Partake?
So we participate in a lot of consumer-facing trade shows like the gluten-free, allergen-friendly expos, different gluten-free shows. We're very active in food allergy mom groups on Facebook. We partner with influencers and bloggers to share our story with their community. And we found that food allergy moms have a very high barrier to entry, which I know they need to know the brand and trust the brand. So right now, the people who are really buying our products are vegans, gluten-free people who are happy to have new options, and normal people who just want healthier cookies.
All right. Gian.
Hi. Congratulations, great job. Who would you say your primary competitors are in this space, and how do you differ from them?
So I'd say the market leader is definitely a company called Enjoy Life Foods. They were acquired by Mondelez in 2015. Their former president is actually one of our advisors, and I would say that we differ from them from a taste perspective and a nutrition perspective. Our products are made with sprouted ancient grains. We put real fruits and vegetables in everything. Our ingredients are over 50% organic. And then also from a taste perspective, Mind Body Green named us to their list of absolute best gluten-free desserts, best, healthiest cookies on the market. So I think that we are superior to our competitors from a taste and nutrition perspective.
All right. Denise, does anyone out here have food allergies or allergic kids? All right, there we go. Partake Foods, go get them. Fantastic. All right. The next picture, also right up my alley. I hate shopping. Everything I put in my closet, I wish I could give back the next day after I've worn it, maybe once or twice. And this particularly comes in events where you only have to wear them once. Wouldn't you wish you didn't have to spend all that money?
My name is Brittany Finkel, and this is my pitch. Do you remember that amazing feeling of when you got engaged, and then the moment you realized you might not be able to afford that dream wedding you wanted? I believe that brides shouldn't have to spend so much money on those one-time wear items, and that's why I created Happily Ever Borrowed. Happily Ever Borrowed rents bridal accessories to brides for their wedding day. We rent veils, sashes, tiaras, jewelry, everything except the dress. Our mission is to help brides save money while also helping to save the environment. Check out happilyeverborrowed.com, where you could look beautiful on your big day without breaking the bank. morning. So I want to go to a quick show of hands. Who in this room is married, engaged, or knows someone who's engaged? Woo, perfect. So you guys all know how ridiculously expensive weddings are, right? So I have 3 older sisters, and I helped them each find their wedding dress. And as we were finding their perfect gown and spent their entire budget, we then realized that they needed a veil, a headpiece, jewelry, and all of these accessories were going to cost them nearly $1,000. So after I saw those disappointment in my sisters' faces, I knew I had to solve this problem. I couldn't believe that brides spend so much money on an item that they can literally only wear once. And women shouldn't feel like they have to break the bank in order to look beautiful. So at Happily Ever Borrowed, we save brides hundreds of dollars by renting gorgeous designer accessories for 80 to 90% off the retail price. And imagine what you would do if you could save $1,000 at your wedding. You could add an extra layer to your cake, or add a different piece to your band, or invite that weird third cousin that your mom is forcing you to invite. So it should be whatever makes you happy for your wedding day. And while a wedding day is one of the most memorable moments of your life, it's amazing that this industry can't be more sustainable. So did you know that clothing is the 2nd largest contributor to pollution in the world? And it just makes sense to borrow instead of purchase. And we're committing to reducing waste in many different ways. So we work almost exclusively with US-based designers, so we're reducing our carbon footprint. We're working on new reusable packaging so that we're using even less environmental waste. And when an item can no longer be rented, we donate it to charity. So we want to make the wedding industry less about something blue and more about going green. We've created a community of over 1,000 brides who have shared their wedding day with each other through our accessories. And the most amazing part of my job is listening to their stories and hearing how Happily Ever Borrowed has made them feel beautiful no matter what their budget is. So I'm so honored to be here today, sharing our vision for a future where borrowing is the norm. Thank you.
Nice job. Fantastic. All right, Simone, let's start with you.
Good morning, how are
Good morning.
you?
Good, thanks.
Good. So my question to you is, if you were lucky enough to win this competition, how would you use the funds?
So, I mean, the fact that $50,000 of marketing is a lot of dollars for us to really reach. For us, we're a little challenged in the sense that, you know, brides hopefully only need to use us once. And so we have to acquire that customer, and they're really only a one-time customer. So having those marketing dollars is really important for us because we need to capture those clients and help them convert right away.
And what's your first marketing plan or idea?
Yeah, so we've done a lot of different type of marketing plans. We've done Facebook and Instagram have worked amazing for us, but really actually Pinterest has been our biggest driver because I think brides or even women in general are always kind of looking for inspiration for their wedding, and so that's a visual reminder that they can save whether they're engaged at that moment or in the future of what we do and the pieces that they can borrow from us. So I would love to use that money towards some of that. Definitely.
All right, and Gian.
Hi.
Hi.
With scale in mind, what is the cost of customer acquisition for you, and what is the average sale on your website?
Yes, so cost of customer acquisition, depending on which channel we're using. Google is actually pretty good. It's about $1 to $2. Facebook and Instagram is a bit more expensive because obviously you can target a bit easier on there. And for our average brides, the average checkout is about $100. Yes.
Nice job. That's all the questions we have time for. Thank you, Brittany. All right, as I'm introducing the next video, I want you guys all to take out your phones, go to the App Store, and search for Hot, Hot, Cold. Got that? Hot, Hot, Cold. And download it as the video is running.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neal, and this is my pitch. Finding an address is easy, but finding your friends when you're at a music festival is not. If your friends are anything like mine, they're hopeless at telling me where they are. I'm in the middle with the blue umbrella. I'm in front of the guy with the palm tree bandana. You know the tall guy next to the tree? I'm sort of close to him. So, I created Hot Hot Cold, which is like the kids game and tells you if you're getting warmer or cooler in terms of distance and direction. It's available free to download from the App Store. So next time you head to your next music festival, beach, park, BlogHer event, don't get lost, find your friends with Hot Hot Cold. Have you ever been to BlogHer and not been able to find your friends? Jessie. Yeah, over here, over here.
So tell me, who's had that experience? Who's been to a festival and not been able to find their friends? Perfect. So there's 32 million people that attend festivals every year, so that's a lot of people with this pain point. And so I had this pain point, and I just wanted an app that said my friend is that way, 20 feet away. So I created it, and it's hot, hot, cold. So unlike other navigation tools, rather than just giving you location information, it actually makes it relative to you. So it tells you what you need to do. So you don't need to worry about which way is north. You don't need to start walking to see which way the blue dot is going. All you need to do is follow the app. In its most basic form, like game mode, it basically says you're getting warmer, you're getting cooler, like the kids' game, and then tells you when your friends are hot. Although looking at this crowd, I'm pretty sure your friends are already hot. And then if you tap the screen, you can get more information. You see an actual distance and an arrow, and then tap again and you see a full map overlay. So I designed it to be simple, intuitive, and fun. And while it works in any outdoor environment like beach, park, theme parks, I'm focusing on music festivals. And the reason why is because research shows that millennials trust brands that sponsor music festivals. So now that market's worth $1.5 billion in sponsorship and growing. But now festivals are becoming more commercialized, brands are becoming more cluttered, so what they're focusing on is new ways to engage with users. So what I want to do is, as my monetization strategy, partner with these brands and use Hot Hot Cold as their activation event tool. So imagine this. You arrive at the festival, and rather than getting into that queue, you use Hot Hot Cold to find a secret entry, and you skip the line. You get inside and use the app to find your friends at various places throughout the event. Then you can see nearby, there's food vendors, drink vendors, the bathrooms, the first aid tent, the exits. And then rather than carrying a lineup, you can see that the Weeknd is getting hotter over here and Drake is warming up over there. So it's a completely reimagined festival experience. I've bootstrapped it to date, so I've been laser focused on just doing its core job well and getting it into the hands of users. I've had 4,000 downloads, I've gone through a bunch of iterations, and now I'm ready to take it to market and scale, which is why I'm excited to be here today in front of you all, because there's so much influence in this room. So if you didn't already do what JJ told you to do, get out your phone and download Hot Hot Cold, so hot space cold. Use it, share it, in true BlogHer style, follow us at @isgettinghotter. And if you want to help me reimagine the way we do festivals, please vote for me.
Anu, let's start with you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
great presentation. So I love the idea of partnering with brands. I think that's really interesting. But in terms of reaching your consumer and finding the app in the App Store, what's been your marketing strategy to date?
So my focus to date has really just been on testing so far. So it's been really, really grassroots, friends of friends and so on. My strategy though is on one level grassroots, going out to events. I've built in virality into the app. So first of all, if you have the app, it doesn't work on its own, you invite your friends. The reason I chose to do it like the game and have this gamification element is to make it more memorable and make people want to talk about it and share it. And then I think the partnerships is really how I can scale it. So the ideal would be to actually integrate it into an event app so that people are downloading it and using it for all these different things, as well as using it to find their friends and every single vendor there.
Rachel.
Microphone. When you do partner with these corporate sponsors, how do you plan on representing those brands through your app?
So for instance, like Tito's, you could be like, how do I find my friends at the closest Tito's bar? And then you could have Tito's promotional agents with prizes that pop up, and it's all of a sudden like, find this person and get a prize, and have a secret VIP entry so that Tito's customers can get in without the queue, or have like a bathroom with no queue. There's like so many potential activations of it. Like I just actually had a launch party 2 weeks ago, which was surprise. They were all beta testers, and it was a secret venue. I told them to come to Fulton Street Station. They had to use the app to find us here. So there's like secret after parties and things like that. So I think there's like a lot of different ways that a brand can become creative and use this.
Nice job, Sarah.
Thanks.
Hot, hot, cold on the App Store. All right, we are at the final one. Let's get the video.
Hi, I'm Leah Winograd, and this is my pitch. I created Pepper, and we make bras that finally fit small-chested women. A bra is almost like your second skin. It's supposed to help you feel confident. But the bra industry has ignored and belittled small-chested women for too long. Out of the brands that even carry these sizes, the fit is awful. You get awkward bra gaps, the straps fall down, and the underwires dig. We created Pepper to empower small-chested women by creating products that are made just for them. Our bras have cups with less depth to eliminate gaps and give you lift without the heavy push-up padding. Check us out at wearpepper.com and help us solve a big problem for small boobs. Less depth so that you can, sorry. Hi everyone, my name is Leah Winograd. I am the co-founder of Pepper and a proud Colombiana. Woo, yes! When I was growing up in Colombia, it became more and more common for young girls to get breast implants. So common that a lot of my friends started getting them as sweet 16 birthday traditions. I've witnessed some of the strongest women around me critique specific parts about their bodies. My thighs are too thick. My arms are too fat. My boobs are too small. So I became passionate about building a brand that helps to encourage women to feel awesome in their own skin. And at Pepper, we believe that that journey of self-acceptance begins with products that fit. I think everybody in the audience can attest to the fact that bras suck for just about everybody. When it comes to small-chested women, this means hearing insults like, "You're flat as a pancake," or "You have a boy body." So, for women who have had to stuff their bras with tissues, or who have had to endure with padded bras that claim to make them 2 sizes bigger, or who felt like they couldn't ever find a bra that was right for them, Pepper wants to welcome you to the small squad. We empower women to feel extra confident and proud of their small chests by creating exceptionally fitting products. We launched as a Kickstarter campaign a year ago and received support from 1,000 women who pre-ordered the bra. We invested in making special molds that have less depth so you can fill the cups, and developed our own underwires for greater comfort. Then we sealed the cup with a mesh overlay design that helps the bra to fit like a perfect pair of yoga pants. I'm also proud to have built a socially responsible supply chain in Colombia where this story started. Jacqueline, my co-founder, and I visited numerous factories to ensure that the women making our bras felt empowered and were treated fairly. We have over 3,000 customers now, but they're not just customers. They are members, and not just members, but a part of a movement to redefine body image. We all share support for each other through through a private Facebook group and in-person community events. Some say that small means timid. We say the opposite. We don't shy away from it, and we embrace it. We are Pepper. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Simone, let's start with you.
Well, that's something I can relate to. Pardon the pun, but there is definitely a gap in the market for little boobies. So thank you. I will probably be purchasing one of your bras. So right now, how are you currently distributing the bras?
Yeah, so at the core, we're direct to consumer because we really want to have control over the customer experience. Eventually, we can look into having more physical contact with our customers through pop-up shops.
So right now you're just making contact through online and through Facebook.
Yeah.
How are you thinking about broadening that market? Because obviously there's a need for it.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of success when it comes to press because they're excited to tell this story from this perspective. A lot of the niche companies in the market right now focus on body positivity for the plus size category, and we're talking about the same issues but for small. So we've had a lot of success with press. We also work with micro-influencers who share our same values. And we have a referral campaign so that we can incentivize word of mouth.
Good question, Simone. Anu.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
So when you think about market size, both in the US and internationally, roughly how big is that?
Yeah, so the lingerie industry as a whole is $14 billion in the US. And the unique thing about our company is that we're not just focusing on, like, small doesn't mean skinny bodies. So our goal is to expand across all of the band sizes and be able to be inclusive of any woman who wears a cup size A, AA, or B.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Leah, you did a great job. Congratulations. All right, the moment of truth comes now, at least for you guys. So the way you vote, remember the prize, $50,000 in media and marketing from She Knows, and a dinner with curated mentors. All you have to do is vote hashtag, and I'll remind you of all their names. So you do hashtag first name on Twitter. Denise, Partake Foods for food allergy kids and adults, because I ate a pack too. Hashtag Brittany on Twitter for happily ever borrowed. Hashtag Sarah with an H for hot, hot, cold. And hashtag Leah, as you just saw, for pepper. You guys vote on the one you think should win, and again, stay around later for Jessica Alba. One thing I want to tell you also, it's not just the $50,000 is great, the mentorship is great, but really the real power is within this room. And it's not only for these guys who did an awesome job pitching, but they're here on stage. All of you who have an idea, I hope that you will each write about and spread the word about each other, because when our companies are small, look, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, it's incredibly meaningful to help grow and get the traction we need. So please, I hope you all make a commitment to write about these guys and write about each other. Just a big round of applause for our pitchers who did amazing. It's nerve-wracking to be up here. And a round of applause for our amazing judges who took time out to give their advice and ask good questions. Thank you, guys.
Jessica agreed super generously and late stage to announce the winner of the pitch, which you guys
Winner of the
all
pitch.
voted for. You all voted for. We got lots of votes. We heard from a whole.
So the audience voted for the winner here, and the grand prize is?
The grand prize is $50,000 worth of advertising from She Knows Media and a brain trust dinner hosted by my dear friend, and you guys saw her earlier from MSNBC, JJ Ramberg, where we are going to amass 20 women leaders in the industry to give professional advice and become mentors.
That's so helpful.
Totally ask you to be one of them.
Yeah, I'm down.
So you know. Yep.
Yes. So the winner of the pitch is Partake Foods' Denise Woodard. Yes.
I know, it's so exciting. So that concludes with an amazing setup of two entrepreneurs who both hustled up from a place of not endless opportunity, and both of whom are addressing needs that have been set by moms and insistence on clean, healthy products for their kids, for the world, for the environment. So you rock. We'll talk later. Thanks so much. Thank you, Jessica, also. We'll let you go and we'll get you.
Thank you guys so much for having me.